Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, today we are talking about the spell Pulse Wave. We're giving it a B+. I really want to give these Crit Roll Matt Mercer specials a higher grade, but because they are limited to Explorer's Guide to Wildemount and Crit Roll stuff, I will not give them higher than a B+. But if I could, I would probably give this spell an A because it does damage 1, and it can push things or pull things, so it's forced movement, which I love. And 3, you can upcast it and push it even more. However, they have to fail a save, and it's a Constitution check, which does kind of suck. That is not the best that you can do for a particular saving throw. All right, so this is a 3rd level spell. It is only usable by Chronury magic wielders and Graviturgy magic wielders, which are specialty schools in the crit roll world of wizards. And it takes an action. It's a cone of 30 feet. Verbal and somatic, it's evocation. Unfortunately, evoker wizards can't cast this, so you can't exclude people, and it is a con save, which that's another not great thing. So, you create intense pressure, unleash it in a 30-foot cone, and you decide whether it's pressure that goes towards you or away from you. Each creature in the cone must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 66 force damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. And every creature that fails its save is either pulled 15 feet toward you or 15 feet away from you, depending on the choice you made. In addition, unsecured objects are just pulled or pushed, period. And you can upcast this to do another d6 of damage and pull or push an additional 5 feet, which I think is awesome. Now, let's look at these two Chronury or Graviturgic magic wizards and how they interact with this particular spell. And this is pretty good. It's not the same as Fireball. Fireball does 8d6 damage, but because it pushes or pulls, there is that. And you could push or pull somebody off a cliff or into a pit or into lava, or, you know, there's an infinite number of things that you can do with this. All right, so let's look at Chronury first. And I think the biggest thing with Chronury and this spell is the chronal shift, where as a reaction, after you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, can force it to re-roll. You make this decision after you see whether the roll succeeds or fails. That's pretty powerful. So you go, I succeed my save. Roll that again. And then they don't. And then they have to use the result of the second roll. You can use this ability twice, and you gain any expended uses after you finish a long rest. So that is a great ability that can cause somebody to fail a save versus Pulse Wave, and then they take a bunch of damage and they get pushed. There really isn't any other things that you can do other than you can do this Arcane Abeyance, which means you could put Pulse Wave into a boat and give it to somebody. And then they can cast the spell. And the spell uses your spell attack or DC and all that. So there is that. Now, the other class that can use this is the Graviturgy magic wizard. And you can adjust densities. That's okay. Gravity will. You learn how to manipulate gravity around a living being. When you cast a spell on a creature, you can move the target 5 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice. If the target is willing to move, 1, the spell hits it with an attack, 2, or it fails a saving throw against the spell. So in addition to pushing it or pulling it 15 feet, you can move it around another 5 feet and get it over that cliff or into that lava or into that pit. So all in all, I think another kind of way that you can manipulate or use this spell pretty well and in synergies with other classes is if you were to take other classes and other levels in other classes, like, for instance, a bard or another artificer, like another intelligence-based, or if you had to happen to have a high charisma, the bard with College of Eloquence and Unsettling Words to give them minuses to their saving throws. So you want to kind of game the system on this one to try and get that saving throw as low as you can. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.